right, hey, we are here in SSP 108, and we're talking about expressing. It's 109. These guys are way over 108. Sorry, guys. This is SSP 109. Ah! Okay. So we're talking about how to express purpose using two different formats. One is in order to, and the other one is so that. And we're on page 10 in our textbook. So, hey, take a look at example A. And let's see, Wei Shin, read A for us.
I turned off the TV in order to enable my roommate to study in place and quiet.
Yeah. Now, this is interesting. Let me ask you a question. In order to, what is that? Creating. Everything that comes after, is it a phrase or a clause? It's a phrase, I believe. In order, and here's what's weird. This is really complicated. It says, in order to enable. What's to enable?
To can.
What's to plus a verb?
Infinitive.
It's an infinitive. Now remember, infinitives are wacky, and they're powerful, because they can be used as nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. And here, it's being used as the, in order to enable. It's actually being used to enable my roommate. It's being used as the object of the prepositional phrase. To do what? To study. There's another one! To study, what's that? To study, what's to plus a verb? It's another infinitive. To study in peace and quiet. They tag another prepositional phrase on there. Okay? So it's like a double prepositional phrase using infinitives as its object. So, yeah, it's actually creating a phrase. A very weird and long phrase, but it's a prepositional phrase. And all it's saying is, why did he turn off the TV?
So his roommate can study.
Yeah, for the purpose of, right? In order to help or let his roommate study. How? In peace and quiet. That's all it is. So, interesting. So it's showing that you did something for a purpose, to accomplish something. All right, let's read B. Go ahead, read B, Khalid.
I turned off the TV so that my roommate could study in peace and quiet.
Ooh, interesting. So that, now listen, they put the that in parentheses. Yeah? So it means you could get rid of it. So you could say, so that my roommate can study in peace and quiet. Or you can say, so my roommate could study in peace and quiet. Let me ask you a question. What is that thing doing? What is the so there? Is that a coordinating conjunction? Or is it something else? What follows it?
Noun.
Yeah. What is that thing? So my roommate could study in peace and quiet. Okay, so here we go. Now we got to think. So where's the main clause? What's the subject of the main clause? I is the subject. Turned off is the verb. I turned off what? The TV. So the TV is the direct object. And then it says, so that my roommate could study in peace and quiet. In that situation, what is that clause doing? It's a clause, isn't it? Is it a clause or a phrase? It is. Yeah. It's a clause. There is a clause in there. So that. Now, what is the clause doing? It's describing what? Yeah, it's answering the question why. Why he turned it off. So in this situation, you actually have a clause. What kind of a clause could start with a that or a so that? Or better yet, what answers the question why? An adverb, an adjective, or a noun? An adverb. Yeah. So it's an adverb clause there, so that, why did you turn the TV off? So that my roommate could study in peace and quiet. And it does have its own verb and its own subject, verb, object. Okay, interesting. Hey, I think it's just helpful to look at the pieces and see how they're put together so that you can do it yourself, right? Okay. Again, it does the same thing. In order to, you'll see in order to and so that, they're the same. Okay? But you're creating different arrangements. One, you've created a phrase. One, you've created a clause. Okay, now they're going to add a little bit of complexity. Now they're going to talk about so that, you can turn that off if you want. So that plus can or could.